Hello everyone and welcome to today's safety discussion. We're discussing a critical topic which is workplace safety, particularly in high-risk workplaces. On September 11, 2021, a horrible tragedy occurred at a Johor plant when a worker died after slipping into a spin chiller machine. This tragedy demonstrates the importance of stringent safety standards. Three safety experts, one Akila, one Mirza, and one Lia, are joining me today to discuss the situation and what may have been done differently. Before we go any further, one Lia, could you give us a quick synopsis of what transpired at the Johor factory?
Absolutely. The tragedy occurred at a poultry processing business. A 14-year-old man was cleaning the spin chiller machine when another employee observed his legs dangling from it and switched it off. Tragically, he was discovered unresponsive. The examination discovered that necessary safety precautions such as the lockout or takeout system had not been implemented. This is a key shortcoming in ensuring workers' safety while operating machines.
That's very tragic. Can you explain what the lockout or takeout system and why it is so crucial in situations like this?
Of course, lockout or takeout or lot of action form is a safety technique that can assure that machinery is properly shut down and cannot be accidentally restarted during maintenance or repair. It entails turning off power supplies and placing tags on commuters to indicate that they should not be used. This technique keeps workers from being exposed to harmful energy, lowering the likelihood of injuries and fatalities like the one we saw in this case.
I'm agree with Mirza. In one example, a worker spot the worker legs protruding from the machine. This suggests that the worker was most likely inside the machine when it started, which emphasizes the need to follow safety standards.
It's clear that Lotto could have prevented this incident. One year, can you discuss the potential hazard in environment like this and how they should be managed?
Certainly, the principal hazard in this circumstance is mechanical, namely the possibility of becoming entangled or being struck by moving pieces. Chillers, mixers, and other industrial devices pose hazard if left adequately isolated during repair. Workers are vulnerable to rotating or sharp pieces which can cause serious injury or even death. It is critical to undertake regular risk assessments and verify that all safety measurements, including correct equipment shutdown protocols, are followed at all times.
Absolutely. Hazards are everywhere in industrial environments, but they can be mitigated with the right precautions. What precaution could have been taken to prevent this incident?
First and foremost, workers should always check if the machine is completely turned down and isolate from all power sources before beginning repair. They should follow a clear lockout and takeout protocol to ensure that no one mistakenly restart the equipment while it being worked on. Workers should also wear proper protective equipment such as a glove, helmet, and safety boots, and be mindful of the hazard presented by their task. That's true, and there should be clear signage and barriers surrounding harmful machines. Workers must be reminded on a daily basis not to skip safety equipment and procedures. No matter how normal the activity appears to be, supervisors should also be careful in implementing safety policies and performing regular adults to guarantee compliance.
So, it's crucial to have a proper communication and coordination in place. Are there any other hazards we should be aware of when working with similar equipment?
Yes, another key hazard is the possibility of workers becoming distracted or hurried when completing activities such as cleaning machines. Accidents like this might occur if there are insufficient safety precautions in place or if employees are under pressure to finish duties promptly. It is critical to foster an environment in which employees feel empowered to keep working if safety precautions are not in place.
Yes, there is also requirement for appropriate communication. Workers should always speak with one another when performing maintenance tasks. In this scenario, a lack of clear communication among personnel may have prevented the incident. It's critical to have a protocol in place to keep everyone on the floor informed when a machine is being worked on or cleaned.
That's a great point. Do you guys have any additional thoughts on how to prevent future accidents like this one?
The terrible incident in Johor serves as a reminder that we must be proactive about workplace safety. Beyond simply enforcing laws, we must foster a culture and safety in which employees feel supported and prepared to face risks. This involves hazard identification training, correct use of safety equipment, and recognizing the need to adhere to protocols. We also need to guarantee that workers are not pressured and have enough rest and mental focus to do their tasks safely.
Exactly, Ponya. And not forget the value of frequent updates and checks. Safety is not a one-time activity, but a continuous commitment to ensuring that everyone returns home safely.
It's evident that everyone has a role to play in reducing workplace accidents. For our listeners, machinery can represent a major risk if not properly maintained. So, the workers must remain away from unguarded machinery while it is operation. So, we need to make sure to build physical protection to avoid inadvertent contact with moving parts. Okay, thank you to every one of our safety officers for sharing your ideas today. Let us accept this tragedy as a call to action to prioritize workplace safety at all levels. Remember that safety is more than a requirement. It's a culture that can save lives. Thanks for tuning into today's podcast. I will see you next time. Bye.